Amid the rumble of South Korea's entertainment industry that never really sleeps, one statement from the legal desk suddenly shook the public conversation. Not from the concert stage, not from the agency's press conference, but from a much quieter space, the legal defense room. The lawyer representing Cha Eunwoo's side firmly stated that the family's involvement in managing the artist's schedule, projects, and career decisions was a legally tangible service, although part of the communication was through KakaoTalk. And more surprisingly, he stressed that the fact should not be ignored by the NTS. The word spread like fire in a dry field. In a matter of minutes, online forums were filled with discussion. In a matter of hours, hashtags mentioning Eunwoo and NTS names surged. Many are wondering, what exactly is going on? Why can family communication in messaging apps be at the heart of legal debates? And why do lawyers feel the need to publicly remind the NTS? Sources close to the process mentioned that the main focus of the debate was on the recognition of the value of services. In the world of entertainment, schedule management, project negotiation, to strategic decision-making are professional jobs that have obvious economic value. Typically, such services are performed by an authorized manager or agency. But in some cases, the artist's family is also actively involved, not just emotionally supporting, but actually helping to organize, filter offers, and even negotiate. The lawyer explained in a firm tone that in the context of tax law and recognition of services, what is assessed is not the medium of communication, but the substance of the work. Whether it's done through official emails, face-to-face meetings, or KakaoTalk conversations, if the work is real, done consistently, and makes a professional contribution to the artist's career, then it's a legitimate service. The statement seems to be a clear dividing line. On the one hand, there is an opinion that family conversations are informal and cannot be considered a professional merit. On the other hand, the legal team insists that the world has changed. The digital age makes professional communication often happen on the same platform as personal communication. The difference is not the application, but the content and purpose. The public was divided. Most supported the statement of lawyers, calling it reasonable and realistic. They argue that many modern companies use instant messaging applications for business coordination. Why is it that when an artist's family does it, it is considered less formal? But others question transparency and documentation. Is there a written contract? Is there a clear payment structure? Is it all documented responsibly? This is where the tension rises. Lawyers don't just talk about technical legality. It also touches on the issue of justice. According to him, ignoring the contribution of the family just because the medium of communication is a narrow approach and does not reflect the realities of modern work. It even uses the word not to be ignored with a stress that feels strong. Some industry analysts see this as an important moment that could have far-reaching repercussions. If NTS ultimately recognizes family involvement as a legitimate professional service, it could set a precedent for many other artists. Many K-pop idols come from families that were very involved in their career journey from the beginning. In some cases, the family acts as a financial advisor, scheduler, and even liaison with the brand. But of course, each case has different details. Recognition of merit must be accompanied by concrete evidence. Employment records, evidence of relevant communications, measurable results. That is what is now the focus of public attention. Is the evidence strong enough? Meanwhile, amidst a frenzy of speculation, Cha Eunwoo himself kept to his schedule. She was seen attending a brand event with a professional expression, her trademark smile preserved. But the eyes of the observer felt different. His every move is now overshadowed by legal questions that have not yet been fully answered. Many fans voiced support. They consider that family involvement is not uncommon. It is precisely in such a stressful industry that the presence of a family often becomes an anchor of stability. If families actually work helping to manage projects and schedules, why should that contribution be considered unreal? On the other hand, tax law experts remind that the basic principles of the tax system are clarity and accountability. If a service is claimed as a professional service, then there must be an appropriate structure. An employment agreement, proof of payment, a transparent report. Without it, it is difficult to objectively assess. The lawyer's statement about KakaoTalk also opens a broader discussion about the transformation of business communication. In the last decade, many important transactions and coordination were carried out through messaging applications. Even some preliminary contracts are concluded through digital conversations before they are formalized in writing. The world of work has shifted, and the law is slowly adjusting. The question now is, will the NTS see this case as an opportunity to renew its approach, or stick to a more conservative interpretation? The public is waiting. Hours after the statement went viral, a number of major media outlets began to lift the in-depth analysis. They highlight the importance of distinguishing between ordinary family support and professional services that have an economic impact. If a family member only gives advice occasionally, it is certainly different from systematic involvement in organizing contracts and schedules. In a follow-up interview, the legal team confirmed that the involvement was not sporadic. They claim there is a consistent work pattern, a clear division of tasks, and a real contribution to career decisions. This claim makes public curiosity even more heightened. Some observers have even suggested that this case could be a turning point in the way the public views artist management. During this time, the agency was considered the only professional entity. But the reality is, behind the scenes, there are often families who work without the spotlight of the camera. Meanwhile, Army Sorry, Eunwoo's loyal fans flooded social media with messages of support. They reminded that before becoming a big star, Eunwoo was a child who grew up in a supportive family. If the family is now helping professionally, they see it as a continuation of a joint journey. But of course, emotional support cannot replace legal judgment. All eyes are now on the running process. Will the NTS give an official response? Will there be additional clarifications? Amid the uncertainty, one thing is clear. The lawyer's statement has changed the narrative. This is no longer just a technical issue, but rather a discussion of how the law adapts to the digital age and family dynamics in the entertainment industry. Some experts suggest that transparency is key. If all documents and evidence are presented clearly, the public will understand more easily. Without it, speculation will continue to grow. By the evening, hashtags related to this case still remained in the top trending positions. Comments came from various circles. Academics, lawyers, fans, even other artists who indirectly alluded to the importance of respecting teamwork, including family. Will it be a big storm or just ripples that slowly subside? No one knows yet, but one sentence from the lawyer has left a strong imprint. Real services should not be ignored just because they are discussed on KakaoTalk. Behind the glittering scenes, the entertainment world is again reminded that every decision has legal consequences. And in the digital age, the line between personal and professional conversations is getting thinner. The public is now waiting for the next step. Because in every controversy, there is always a moment when the truth is finally revealed more brightly. And when that time comes, will all parties be ready to accept it? When the next morning came, the atmosphere was no longer the same. Entertainment media offices that are usually busy with comeback schedules, magazine shoots, or casting rumors of new dramas are now filled with one topic: the firm statement of Cha Eunwoo's legal team. The phrases "real service" and "should not be ignored by the NTS" became repeated fragments of sentences on television screens, online articles, and radio broadcasts. Behind the camera, a source familiar with the investigation said the discussion had been going on for quite some time. But only now is the legal argument presented openly. Why? Many suspect that the legal team wants to shape public understanding before the official decision comes out. In the world of celebrities, public opinion often goes hand in hand with legal proceedings. The lawyer reiterated in a follow-up interview that the main issue is not just whether the family is involved, but how it is assessed. He explained that in the legal system, the substance of the work is much more important than the formality of communication. If someone is actively drawing up a schedule, coordinating brand meetings, or engaging in project negotiations, then that contribution has economic value.